with me. Just a Roman candle, you can wear your sandals and I'll pour you just one cup of tea. Then you can go and rest, you haven't seen my best, so just spend an evening with me. Just a lazy evening that you could be leaving all week, stay and talk until 3. I think it's magic and I hope you'll agree, so light a Roman candle with me. Just a Roman candle, just a perfect apple. Just a Roman candle, just a perfect apple. If we were honest and both wrote a sonnet together, a sandwich with everything on it, at least we would know that the sparks didn't glow. But we owe it to ourselves to try, so we aim and ignite. So often I call and I plead with you, give me a chance. It's not often that I understand the ins and the outs, so it's wrong and what's right. Don't think of tomorrow tonight. Oh, I know it goes on, it gets on, but for now we're young, we smell good, we're alone, so alive. You look for a legend, I'm looking for common ground. Your heart isn't breaking and mine isn't making a sound. Just a Roman candle, just a perfect apple.
YouTube. Hello. Happy Wednesday night. Yeah. Happy Wednesday night. Hope everyone is doing well. Yeah, I think this is my first solo stream in, I don't know, like a month, maybe, I don't know, like a month and a half, maybe 2 months. 'Cause I had a little bit of a break and then streamed with Callie a couple times and then hopped on Piss's stream last night. But this is my first solo stream since, like, I don't know, end of February, start of March, I think. I've done obviously some videos. Check those out if you haven't seen them. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Feel like doing it. I don't know. We'll see how long we go. Probably not too late, but maybe feeling good. We're just gonna vibe out with a couple Lorne and Ramona calls. I'm gonna play some Path of Exile 2. We'll have a great time together. Let's get some introductions out of the way. The lamp that never got to shine on Lawrence Dink. Hello, Rachel D. Hi, British RX. Hello. Yeah, I'm glad I saved you from those dance videos. You can only watch those so many times without going crazy. Water Buffler, hello. John Ryan, hello. MCL, my guy, how's it going? Oops, Too Much Ranch, hello. And Boom, hello. That's true, I do have As. But yeah, so, let me remember exactly what we're doing. Oh yeah, so this is on the LC's channel, Lorne Chronologized. It's literally just called Lorne and Ramona. We're gonna do at least part 1 and part 2. We'll see how we're feeling, and we'll do part 3 maybe. But yeah, I think it starts. I'm pretty sure it starts with Ramona and Lorne talking about Michelle Simpson, and then I'm sure it'll just spiral from there. Lorne Armstrong, yes, love Bleachers. Probably my favorite band. Saw them 3 times in concert last year, actually, on their most recent tour. So yeah, glad to see maybe another Bleachers fan in here. But yeah, so we'll hop in. Yeah, see how we're doing.
Lorne?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Fucking Emma. Friggin' this. I got a call from a restricted number.
Mm-hmm.
I answered the phone. I said hello, and I wound up being that Michelle.
Really?
That
Really?
supposed Michelle. So as soon as I heard that, I hung up the phone. And they call back again, and I didn't answer the phone, and I should have answered it and hung up. Because when I answered it, I know it went to fucking voicemail. And they got A+ septic service, because that's what I put on my voicemail.
Yeah.
And she, whatever it is, still left a number, or still left a message. And said they'd call back later. They just called me when I sent you that message. They just called me, and I fucked around with them for a bit.
Ooh, you fucked around.
I didn't say anything for probably about 5 minutes.
Whoa, hard ass.
Then I finally told them that I was coming after them.
Yeah.
And
She was talking to herself for 5 minutes?
yeah, I talked to me. That was like me. Fucking saying how sorry you was and all that in the voice of a female. And I started talking to him and told him I was coming after him. And I said, I'm coming after you, Nathaniel.
Yeah, boom. Everything just takes so fucking long. Just like, all he could have said is, yep, they called me. I let them talk, and then I got onto him saying I was coming after him. That took like 7 seconds. But he tells it 1,000 times after that. Yes, Armstrong, that is correct. Armstrong, were you a fan of Fun as well? And I guess Steel Train even before that. I wasn't really into Steel Train, but I got into Fun, obviously, with with Jack as the guitarist.
So, why are you calling me Nathaniel? I don't understand all this other fucking shit.
Yeah.
And I actually started having a conversation and told him, you tell me how you hacked into my fucking girlfriend's phone, and I might be able to keep you out of trouble. And I want the names of the people that enabled you to hack into my fucking girlfriend's phone. And he said Edward Snowden.
Water Buffalo. He's a music producer, but he's produced Taylor Swift's last 3 or 4 albums. Also, Lorde, Lana Del Rey, worked on Sabrina Carpenter. So, but surely you know Taylor Swift. Her and Jack are best friends.
You don't fucking think the whole fucking world knows about Edward Snowden?
No, no one does.
You need to come up with something better than that. And that's pretty much where it fucking was. It was fucking... and said something about seeing me naked, and I said, the whole fucking world is seeing me naked, so don't think that anything you do is going to bother me.
I mean, I feel like it should bother you.
So, that's pretty much the conversation. I can't remember word for word, but it's just where it ended was them saying Edward Snowden was the way that they got was able to hack into your phone, and I said, you're fucking full of shit, and I said, this conversation's over, and I hung up.
Wow, great story, Lorne. Really riveting.
I texted you earlier, and I tried telling you, but you cut me off, and there's fucking didn't text me back that you got my text and shit. So
Hugo Ben,
Lorne,
hello.
I am out with friends.
And yes, long live.
Well,
Lorne
yeah, but you know
Armstrong.
how to text.
No, she doesn't. I don't
Lorne,
think.
I can't always text you. I'm out trying to enjoy a night with my friends.
Well, that's
Well, I know.
just selfish, Ramona.
But when I receive a message from that fucking dick fuck,
I'm sorry. What was that? One more time.
receive a message from that fucking dick fuck, but when I receive a message from that fucking dick fuck,
Hello, Jennifer Lewis. Oh, you want to hear that one more time? Okay.
but when I receive a message from that fucking dick fuck,
Hey, Cornville Nightmare. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, that is a question I believe only God can answer.
I think you can text me back, man, and just we I think have some fucking sign language. Hey, call text you, call you CYL or
Hey, Scanner
Lorne,
Daphne.
later.
Are we really going through this again?
Yeah, duh.
I'm just saying that just so you could send me something to let me know that you got the message.
She just explained why she
Lorne.
doesn't want to do
Well,
that.
you said you put you said you don't check your messages all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know when you get my message when you don't.
Lorne,
So that's just what I'm saying. It's not a big deal. I'm just saying I'm just trying to think of some way to so you can let me
It's
know.
a big deal because you're still freaking out if I don't message you immediately.
True.
I'm just fucking wound up about this fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't like that they know your number. I don't like that they know anything about you. I don't fucking like that shit.
Yeah.
It worries me, concerns me, it fucks with me.
Lorne, this is your fault, though.
No.
And I mean, this is all your fault. And
Listen, I did not ask
Awesome.
for them to fucking hack into your phone. I didn't want them to know anything about you. It's not my fault that your brother knows Emma.
no, but what's your fault is the fact that you engage in chats with these people, and then they go after you or they do silly stuff.
Well, I'm going to be changing my fucking phone number again. And I want you to get
Why?
a burn phone.
Nope.
A second phone, a burn phone, costs $15. Not even $15. And you pay $12 for mine, $13 for mine. Something that me and you can communicate with. So we don't have to worry about anybody fucking hacking into that phone.
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you something, okay?
Hey, Viral Effects. Hope you are doing well.
Man,
Yeah, Jennifer Lewis. Yeah, I mean, that's, I've said that. I mean, a lot of people have said that, but obviously, yeah, that is the point. Because, you know, like, I mean, obviously, like, what am I trying to say? Like, no abuse is acceptable, but, you know, sometimes some of the screaming at, like, Winnie, you can kind of understand how he got worked up to that point. I mean, she was constantly cheating on him and all that fun stuff, but Ramona is just pretty normal, you know, never outright cheats on him with the doctor or the therapist, and, you know, she doesn't do drugs, doesn't get drunk like Winnie does, and doesn't really do anything to purposely, like, upset him. It's just like, yeah, sometimes she's not around her phone or whatever, and that just, like, sends him to go fucking crazy.
my friends went out to dinner.
No,
I
can't do
left
that.
my phone in the car. I didn't mean to, but I left it in the car accidentally. Do you know what I came back out to?
Tell us.
Not one, not
No.
two, not three,
No.
not 4,
Mhm.
not 5,
Yeah.
but 7 voicemails from Michelle or whoever.
Damn.
Michelle or Nathaniel or
Nathaniel.
whoever you're calling it.
And you're
Talking
supposed
about
to
how
change your
they-
number tomorrow, right?
No, first of all, Lauren, I never said I was changing my number. That was never a part of it.
What I don't get is why you keep fucking turning shit around so it's on me so that I feel guilty.
Lauren, I
I
don't
didn't
even
tell
think
you. I didn't tell your brother to have contact with Emma.
No, this has nothing to do with him having contact with Emma because that girl Michelle or whoever she is apparently the driving force behind all of this crap.
And where does that come from? Comes from Emma.
Lorne, this is
I'm
someone.
trying to get these fucking people out of our lives.
The fuck
Lorne,
out of my life.
You're not trying to get anybody out of anybody's lives because
True.
you do stuff. You don't.
They've already got my fucking number. My new number. Now I'm going to change my number again.
Yeah.
Lorne, it is not my fault that Emma is obsessed with you.
It's true.
It's not my fault that anybody's obsessed with me. It's fucking stupid. I'm a fucking person, for Christ's sakes.
What?
I mean, nothing for me to fucking be obsessed about. These fucking people are weird.
Hello?
Aside from that,
Hey,
whatever.
Sam.
My point is, why am I having to get it? Lorne, before I met you, I never had this kind of stuff going on in my life.
Listen to me. Listen. What I want you to do is I want you to go back in and have a good time with your friends. Then call me tomorrow morning.
No, I'm not calling you tomorrow morning. I'm handling this now because I want to.
No, it's 4th of July.
I have plans tomorrow. Now, as I was
I was
saying,
just looking at them, and then I was going to say call me day after tomorrow or tomorrow night.
Lorne, I'm not going through all these connections of when to call you. I want to know right now why I'm still getting calls and why I'm still dealing with this stuff.
Why does your brother have anything to do with fucking Emma?
Good question. Definitely an answer to what she
weird to
said.
me.
Lorne,
I didn't ask these people to fucking be part of my life, to fucking be obsessed with me. Certainly didn't ask them to get your fucking number.
Your fucking
It
number.
had nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
Lorne,
Well, it had something to do with me, but in a fucking weird-ass way that your fucking brother knew Emma.
Lorne, Emma knows you are a cheater. And you know
Sure.
she'll do anything to be close to you.
Yeah, well, I am not a cheater anymore.
Hey, Kingpin.
Lorne, just because there's not evidence of you having cheated in the past 2
I
months.
don't, no, ain't no fucking way you're gonna fucking say that. No.
No.
I did do that fucking thing with the so-called Michelle. That's all I fucking done. Well, and the
Is that-
crap with Emma.
is
That's
that not
all
enough?
I fucking done. But my,
So, yeah. So other than those 2 times, what else have I done? You're not gonna say I'm a cheater. I know the Michelle thing and the Emma thing, but you're not gonna say I'm a cheater.
my dick has not been anywhere in 10 years, and you fucking know it.
I think you mean in 46 years. Well, okay, maybe like 30 something years, however long, since you played with your brothers, I guess. But come on.
And
Lorne,
if you don't fucking know, I know it. So
Lorne,
the shit is not gonna be turned on me like my dick is stuck in everything around.
What?
Lorne, I have never even met you yet. This
That's
is
true.
we met. We started talking in November, and already twice I've caught you in stuff like this.
It's true.
And it doesn't happen anymore, and I don't want it to keep coming back
It
on me.
happened twice. What are you
And you
And
talking
you keep
about?
bringing it back on me.
Lorne,
Stop doing that,
Lorne,
because it's affecting me.
Lorne, I'm not bringing anything on you, but I am still getting messages. I went out to my phone and I had 7 messages from Michelle Simpson today. Why?
I didn't even remember her fucking last name, so you just said it.
And
Lorne, it's,
You matter to me.
Lorne, it's
Okay.
I don't want to hear any more crap about the fucking cheating shit I did, because I don't do it anymore. I
Lorne,
don't do that shit anymore. I'm faithful to you.
Hey, Octopushy. Yeah, Lorne is the king of dropping things. Once he brings something up once, he never brings it up again. So I think it's only fair for him to ask, Ramona to stop bringing this up, because Lorne would never, ever bring something up from the past. Hey, Cornville Consigliere, hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here.
And I want to know that you're faithful and honest with me about every fucking thing. I want to know that you're not fucking part of this crap that is going on right now. I want to know that you're not fucking hooked up with Emma.
Yeah.
what, like lesbians? What are you talking?
No.
Listen.
I want to know that this is not a game with me.
Lorne, you are doing it again.
No.
You're
No,
doing
I am not doing it again. I'm telling you out straight.
Right
I want
out
to know
street.
that you are not
Telling you out
a
street.
game. that you're not some part of this fucking game that Emma and this fucking dickwad from Canada is playing on me.
Lorne,
This what?
you're doing it again. I said I have multiple messages from today. I hope this is not going to become a daily thing, because apparently you can go online and get fake phone numbers and make as many calls as you want from as many different phone numbers as you want.
It's true.
Because it was 7 phone calls.
Lorne will find out about Google numbers a lot. He has a lot of experience with Google numbers.
I didn't fucking know about it until Emma fucking told me about it.
Yeah.
And my probation officer had to fucking show me to get me to ask Emma about it. Then I had to tell him.
As I was saying, it was 7 calls from 5 different numbers. That does not make sense. And the fact is that before I met you, Lorne, I did not have this kind of stuff going on.
It's true.
My life was simple, and I did not have this kind of stuff going on. And you keep doing it. You keep doing it.
I don't want this stuff going on in our lives. I don't want this fucking bullshit.
Lorne.
I want you and only you. I didn't know your brother knew Emma.
Lorne.
Until you told me.
Lorne, first of all, I told you how he met her.
Yeah.
I told you that I had asked him to get your number. He had never even heard of her until I asked him to reach out to her, okay? And I told you that before. So stop trying to make it sound like they're best friends and they went to high school together. They're two people who live on the opposite side of the country.
Hey, Honest. Hope you're doing well. I can't remember if it was last night or Monday, but it was good to see you streaming a little bit. Hopefully more to come.
Who, if I had never said anything to him, he would have never, ever talked to her. But the fact of the matter is that this stuff is getting closer to my family. This stuff is getting closer to my social circle. When I have somebody,
you don't think that I understand that?
No.
You get my fucking mother's voice on a fucking recording. Because I did a 3-way with you.
Who did a
When I was talking to my mother. When I was talking to my mother.
What are you talking about?
It's a fair question.
Play it for me so I can feel fucking secure again.
What?
This shit pissed me off. This is bullshit. I tell you I love you. I want to fucking love you. Not you and the rest of the fucking world.
Yeah.
Lorne.
I don't know that I'm fucking safe and you talk to my mom.
Lorne, I'm about to play one of these voicemails. Let me just find it.
Hell yeah.
Yes, I hate fucking feeling this way and asking you this shit, but I don't have a fucking choice.
Yeah.
Ramona, this is Michelle S. I'm calling long distance from Canada.
This voice is so crazy. Oh, shit.
I'm in your phone. I'm in so much trouble. I don't know what to do, but I'm just going to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
You have a man that loves you. He's rich. He's handsome. He has a big penis. He loves you. And then you have another...
Lorne's like, I don't have a big penis. All those other things are true. Hey, Hexopushy. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, MCL, you know about Honest? Honest, hopefully we'll get some July content from you again. This what, July? July, excuse me.
Man up in Maine who loves women, younger women.
He does.
He doesn't work. All he does is be mean to his dogs, masturbate, and cry.
Yeah.
That's all he does. I'm telling you, I'm pleading with you, you should make the right decision and go with the man that truly loves you, the rich, handsome man with the big penis.
Hey, speak of the devil and he will appear. Hey, LC. Yeah, everyone go subscribe to LC. Again, he is who I am using tonight for the the calls we're listening to. Yeah. Oh, and Elsie, I'll put the Ramona playlist in the description once the stream is over. Sorry, I meant to do that before I started, but obviously that did not happen.
Penis. That's all I have to say. I have to go. Goodbye.
What the fuck was that, Lorne?
Oh, my fucking word.
That's the kind of stuff that's on my phone now. That's the kind of stuff.
What a fucking joke. What the fuck?
But see, Lorne, before I met you, I never had this kind of stuff.
It's true.
Is that why you asked me if I beat my dogs?
What?
I think it's
Is
'cause
that why
you
you
do,
asked
my
me if I
guy.
beat my dogs?
Lorne, I asked you if you beat your dogs because you're violent.
It's true.
I'm not violent.
Yeah.
Lorne, you are violent.
I'm so fucking far from violent. It's pathetic.
I'm so fucking far from violent, it's pathetic. What does that mean? Oh my god. Like, he does it all the time. He doesn't know what pathetic mean. Oh, hey, Wayne Tech. He doesn't know what pathetic means because he says, you know, I'm pathetically disgusted, but that one really got me. I'm so far from violent, it's pathetic. Does that mean he's actually so violent? That's why it's pathetic, because he's not far from it? Oh, man. Hey, brother Ardash, hope you're doing well.
Lorne,
If I get mad, I take it out on something that I know I'm not going to hurt.
Lorne, should I play some of your voicemails too?
Yes.
Just because I say anger things doesn't mean I do anger things. Yes, I get
Just because I say anger things does not mean I will do anger things. Well said, my friend.
mad as shit.
Yeah.
I don't fucking get violent.
No.
I've never even hit anything in my life. There's somebody that in jail that was the first time I ever hit anybody.
Yeah.
Lorne,
He
you have
smacked me on the ass with a fucking flip flop. And I told him, please don't do that again because
Please?
it fucking hurts.
Yeah.
Wait, he did it again.
He did it
That's when we
again.
got into it.
Yeah.
He swung me at the same time that I swung at him because I was pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
It hurt like a son of a bitch. And I was stressed out because Uncle Owl just died.
I was stressed. Read out.
you cannot sit here and seriously tell me,
Oh, my God.
Lorne, you cannot sit here and seriously.
Hey, Piss Hansen. Hope you're doing well. Chatterbait Billy. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, Piss. He was drinking Diet Bud Light.
Tell me that you're not violent? I have woken up to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of voicemail messages from you, or text messages from you, numerous voicemails, several calls, you calling me every name in the book, screaming at me, cursing at me, and you did
Doesn't
threaten
sound
me
like
before in your
Lorne.
call. And call me every name in the book and talking about what a cheating bitch I am and what a worthless piece of shit I am. That is
I'm not gonna lie, I have been verbally violent because of what's happened to me in the past, because I've never done anything to anybody to deserve what I got, and that's so that what was going to happen. Of somebody doing that same shit to me all over again. And I look for
Hey, Shins. Yeah, that's probably... I mean, I don't know if I can pick a favorite quote from Lorne, but that is, like, that's top 3. Plus just how fucking stupid can you possibly be?
a little fucking shit, that
Lorne,
little red flag that would fucking set it all off.
Yeah.
I mean, you just keep making excuses for the things that you do. I don't understand.
He is good at that, I will say that.
Oh, if only I could be fucking perfect like the doctor.
Again, okay,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
not perfect, okay?
Yeah, I'm not. He's fucking around you all the time again.
And you fucked him
Which is
again.
something you never explained to me that you were going to explain to me. You never did.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, like I said, even he's not perfect.
Hey, one of those weirdos. Hope you're doing well.
But you still didn't explain to me But you were going to explain, we got off kilter on what we were talking about before, and all that subject just wound up going away again.
I hate
You're
to get off
jealous of the
kilter.
doctor. I mean, that is insane, Lorne.
Yeah.
Why was he hanging around your house so much?
Because of my brother. Don't be jealous because he has a great job and he's handsome and he's around me. Okay.
You said he was hanging out with you and your brother.
Yeah, because I hang out with my
Lorne, don't be
brother, and he hangs
jealous.
out with my brother too. I mean, well, first of all, I'm not going to control who he hangs around. I'm not going to control who my brother hangs around. And I'm certainly not going to do what you requested before, what you demanded before, which is to ban the doctor from my house. I'm not going to do that either.
I don't remember banning him from your house. I don't remember banning him from your house.
You tried to, Lorne.
No, I'm irritated as hell. I don't have the fucking, I'm irritated as hell.
Tried to, Lorne.
No, I'm irritated as hell.
You tried to, Lorne.
No, I'm irritated as hell.
You tried to, Lorne.
No, I'm irritated as hell.
To, Lorne.
No, I'm irritated as hell.
Well said, Lorne. Well said.
I don't have the fucking right to ban him from your house.
You told me that, quote, that cocksucker is not to come over to your house anymore.
Well, yeah, maybe I did. Maybe I did say that because
Oh, now it's funny.
Pissed off. I knew I didn't have any right to ban him from your house.
Well, then why'd you try?
As soon as I get my head back, I was like, wait a minute, I don't have any right to fucking do that.
Yeah.
Okay, but that didn't stop you from doing it.
Huh?
But that, okay, but again, that didn't stop you from doing it. That didn't stop you from saying it multiple times.
Yeah, but you're not understanding things. You're not seeing things that I'm going through right now. You know everything about what I'm going through, but you're not understanding how I feel about everything I'm going through. My life is completely fucked up right now.
Okay, and how did this happen? How did any of this happen? I'm going to tell you how it happened.
Yeah. Tell
When
us.
I met you, you had told me that the person who introduced us was your best friend.
But wait a minute.
What?
No, she's not the person that introduced us. She's the person that you get my phone number from. Because you got it from my brother, from your brother. You get my phone number.
Okay, now
You
that
didn't
you
introduce us. You called me out of the blue.
okay now
She
that
did not introduce us.
Oh my God.
I wasn't even talking to her.
okay now that you've said all that, can I finish what I was saying?
Yes, sorry.
No.
Okay, now you told me that the person who gave me your phone number was your best friend. You guys used to talk for hours a day. And what did I say? I said, many months later, I said, well, Lorne, I said, if you guys were so close and such best friends, get back in touch with her. Don't throw away your friendship.
Yeah, but she's fucking beyond weird.
Okay, I was not putting you guys up in a
Ooh,
contest.
exalted.
I said both of you guys were weird. But what happened? You guys got on the phone. You guys made amends, and you had said
Have a good night, Elsie.
you had said that you wanted me to be on the phone with you or on the phone when you guys would talk. I said that you guys are adults and you guys should be able to talk without fighting. And then what happened? The very next night, you called her.
All right, now you're gonna bring it back again.
Lorne, the very
Yes, I fucked up. Okay, let's get past the part that I fucked up. I don't need to be reminded of it again.
I think you
Lorne,
do.
I'm not reminding you of it. I'm telling you what happened. You begged for her pussy and videos of
There
her
we go.
and,
Here we go.
and called me a bitch
Yeah.
to her, to someone else. I mean, it's one thing you put it on.
No. I'm telling you
No.
now. I don't know where you got that. I called her a bitch to you. You a bitch to her.
Lorne, do I have
never
to play?
called.
You said that bitch.
I don't give a fuck what you play. I know goddamn well I did not call you a
I don't
bitch
give
to
a
her.
fuck.
Lorne, you said, quote, that bitch.
Whatever fucking recording you had was fucking edited.
Yeah.
Lorne,
I know
Yeah.
for a fucking fact that I did not call you a bitch to her.
Yeah.
Lorne, you said, and I.
Yeah. Why would Lorne ever call a woman a bitch? That's not in his nature. Come on, guys.
Quote. Lorne, you said,
I'm telling you.
Lorne.
I don't want to hear it because I know
of
fucking
course
better.
you
I know what can be done with editing.
Yeah.
And I know goddamn well I did not call you a bitch to her.
Yeah.
Especially to fucking her.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that you've said all that, can I speak?
No.
Yeah, but I don't want you to
No.
fucking mention that I called you a bitch to her again because I know goddamn well I didn't.
Lorne.
Don't even say it because you know it's going to make me fucking talk again.
Lorne, nothing can make you not talk.
True.
You said, and I quote, that bitch has seen my asshole. Literally, my fucking asshole. That's
Hell
what you
yeah.
said. I heard those words come out of your mouth. That was not doctored. That
I think it
you
was, actually.
speaking of me.
I don't believe that. I may not remember, but I don't ever remember if I can call you a bitch to that bitch.
Yeah.
Lorne, you know, it's quite nice that you have decided to have selective memory. You don't want to remember certain things. You're not
True.
going to remember it.
Because I've never called you a bitch.
Lorne.
Other than when it's just to you, I've never called you a bitch to anybody else.
Is that better? I've never called you a bitch unless it's to you. So I will call you a bitch, but only to you.
But when I called it to you, I was drunk.
Mm.
I was drunk and very upset because I was fucking thinking about all the other times that I was hurt. And
So
guess what caused me
hurt.
to do that? You have never been a bitch to me.
Lorne, you called me a bitch to her. It is in that phone conversation.
True.
That was not doctored. That's thing one. Thing two, does that make you a stand-up guy because you say that every time you've called me a bitch, it's just been to me and to my face and not to everyone else?
Hang on a second so I can get Roscoe in here. Roscoe, get in here. Come on. Come on.
Lorne, as I was saying, going back to the whole Ember thing and you guys starting to talk again, that ended, or that phone call ended. And what could that have been? That could have been you guys text each other hi every now and then, or you guys talk on the phone every now and then. But you saying this woman is crazy, and hold on a second. I'm going to play that clip with you saying I'm a bitch.
Ooh, yeah.
I
I'm so
found it.
fucking tired of Ember. I'm so tired of talking about her.
Lauren, we'll talk about her in a minute. Just listen to the clip. Hang on.
It's doctor.
You mentioned Ember the mouth. Mention Ember the mouth.
Motherfucker. It's a fucking bitch.
Ooh.
Yeah. Unfucking believable.
Ooh, good song. Okay, so that ended part 1. So now we are on to Lorne and Ramona, part 2. That's right.
So now do you believe you've called me a bitch to other
No,
people?
he does not.
But not just a bitch, a fucking bitch.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, okay.
You didn't hear it.
No, it's distorted.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's doctored, obviously. Duh.
You can't hear. You couldn't hear that.
No, it was distorted.
It's a fucking bitch.
Did you hear it that time?
No.
No.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Hell
Lauren,
yeah.
you might just have to take my word for it. You've called me a bitch at least 3 times. Not to my face, but to other people. But as I was saying, you said that Ember is so crazy, she's insane, you're sick of her, whatever. And instead of that night when you or whatever, instead of leaving it at that and communicating with her rarely, you did try to turn it into something else. And my thing is, that is your fault. Because I was not getting messages.
Yes, it is my fault. I'm not denying that.
But okay, Lauren, can I finish? Because you have denied it. You sat here this entire phone conversation and you tried to deny it.
I'm not going to deny what I did.
Oh, really?
Oh, Raleigh.
No. That other shit that I've done wrong. I'm not going to deny what I did wrong.
Sounds like you
I have
are.
not talked to anybody recently except for you and except for this, whatever it is, tonight. And when the first time it's called, I texted you. And I tried calling you to get your attention so you know there's a fucking message there, a text message there for you. I called you knowing that you would probably fucking cut me off, but I figured at least you'd check your text messages, see if there's a message from you so that you would read that I got a call from whatever it is. Guy or girl, whatever the hell it is.
Okay, Lorne.
I'm trying to be completely devoted to you.
Yeah.
I'm succeeding.
Are
It's
you?
not a problem for me.
How are you
At all.
succeeding when I am getting, Lorne, how are you succeeding when I am still getting bullshit from people who you messed around with a couple
This
weeks
is
ago?
what the problem is.
What's
I did not give them people your number. Your brother did.
No. First of all,
No.
Yeah.
First of all, my brother
Look,
gave
You
gotta-
even told me.
No. First of all,
Yeah.
First of all, my no. First of all,
Yeah.
What a
first of all,
fucking
my
idiot.
brother
You
gave.
even told me
Oh,
you did.
Jesus.
First of all, my brother gave me Ember's number. He is not around giving out my phone number. But the fact,
And you didn't block your number when you called down.
first of all, Lorne, she did not have any motive to do that until you started.
She had a motive. You were not a boyfriend and girlfriend. She
Lorne,
had motive.
Lorne, she was not doing anything until that night when you called asking her for a video. Okay, she did not do anything.
Why? How did we go to that?
Because you're saying that she had motive, and you're saying all this stuff.
She
that
had motive because she knew that you and I were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, say it again, Lauren.
She did not do anything
Oh,
until.
bullshit, she hadn't done. She's done everything. You're going right to that. Constantly.
Constantly.
Because it's a big deal.
It is.
It is a
That,
big deal.
that deal
Lauren,
is over. That's not how she got your number.
Lauren, first of all, I'm
We
gonna
were
play you
talking
the.
about how somebody got your number.
Okay,
We
first
weren't
of all,
talking about that video.
okay, first of all, I'm gonna play the
video,
message.
not video, the fucking conversation.
I'm gonna play another part of the message.
No, I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear the messages anymore.
I can't imagine why.
And of course they're gonna play it.
And you fucked them again.
I'm gonna play it again.
Do it. Play it again.
This is the only one that has ever seen my fucking asshole. Literally my fucking asshole. That bitch is the only one that has ever seen my fucking asshole. Literally my fucking asshole.
Literally my fucking
This is the
asshole.
only one that has ever
Yeah.
seen my fucking asshole.
Ooh, Ramona is acting like me right now with all these replays. Go off, Queen.
Literally my fucking asshole. That bitch is the only one that has ever seen my fucking asshole. Literally my fucking asshole. That bitch is the only one that has ever seen my fucking asshole. Literally my fucking asshole.
Did you
I
hear
was going to pee. I was going to pee when you played that.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard the stupid friggin' thing, and I don't ever want to hear it again.
Hey, Addie.
I don't
Okay.
want to hear any
Hey, Johnny.
past recordings again.
Yeah.
Ramona, you're not hearing me. I had my pecker in my hand. I was going to pee.
Hello?
Yeah. I'm literally not doing anything wrong, but you're trying to find things that I'm doing wrong.
No, Lauren, I
All
don't.
because this bitch called me tonight,
Lauren, I don't have to.
and I was trying to be honest with you and tell you about it.
Lauren, I
I
don't.
don't want these people in our lives anymore.
Yeah, why would you?
I don't want to be friends with Emma. I don't want anything to do with her.
Lauren,
I don't want this fuck
It's fuck.
Canada calling me or calling you. So but stop and think about it.
Lauren,
The only one that I sent any naked videos to is you.
Oh, she's so
Lauren,
There's
special.
nothing I can do about that.
Lauren, two things. First of all, you sent a bunch of naked videos and footage to Emma. Okay, you sent us.
No.
No!
That was fucking a year and a half ago.
Okay, so don't say the only one you've sent it.
Since I met you, I have never sent any naked videos to anybody but you, especially of me in the shower. You're the only one that's ever fucking seen me in the shower.
Oh, that's so
I
special.
said the only one that they had in the last fucking year,
You
yeah.
didn't say in the year. You didn't say in the last year. You did not say
Well,
in the last.
we've been together since November. What the hell is yeah. Okay. Tomorrow's July 4th. It's your birthday. Tomorrow's July 4th.
Lorne,
Since we have met, I have not sent any naked videos to anybody but you. Nobody has ever seen me in the shower naked but you. I have
Who
never sent
cares?
videos to anybody in the shower naked. Because I didn't even know how to do that.
Wow.
I told you. And it was like fucking 3, 4, 5 months after we met that I figured out how to do it.
What are we even talking
Lorne.
about?
And that's when you said, that'll work.
Ha!
The other thing I'm saying is, these people want to hear from me, but they want to be fucking idiots. Why should I give them the fucking pleasure of fucking hearing from me?
Lorne, I didn't say you should give anybody any kind of pleasure. I don't even care if it could be the cleanest, best pleasure, and you still don't have to give them pleasure. But what I'm saying to you is, rather
I
than
don't owe these people anything.
what?
Nothing.
Lorne, I didn't say that you owed anybody anything. But what I'm saying is that you again and again and again refuse to do things that show that you're going to take responsibility. There's nothing wrong with having a YouTube channel if that's what you want to do. But the fact that
Obviously there is, because people cannot fucking control themselves. They can't not do stupid shit. They cannot try to fucking get a hold of people. You gotta fucking have contact with somebody that has no notoriety. He's a fucking person who is just a fucking person, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, Lauren, you're just a
Why?
normal
I was gonna make a
person.
big deal out of anybody. It would be fucking Olivia Newton-John. She's fucking 70 years old.
Oh my
and
God.
who?
Olivia
Oh.
Newton-John.
Oh.
Okay. Aside from your love affair with Olivia Newton-John,
True.
I'm not gonna do none of that because I've had a crush on her ever since I saw her in Greece. She's an awesome fucking girl.
okay, Lorne, this is not funny.
No, it is.
No, I just think about Olivia Newton-John. She's just awesome. She's all around awesome.
Dude,
Okay,
what the
I'm sure
fuck
she
is this man
but
saying?
This is
And
still
you
not
remind
funny.
me a lot of her.
Okay,
Dude, how does Ramona remind you of Olivia Newton-John? What the fuck?
nobody has ever said that. I don't even believe it.
Oh, well, I believe it because she's all around awesome, and it's the way I think of you. And
Lorne,
maybe that's why I have a hard time believing you're so perfect like I think you are, because
Oh my God. Boo.
Lorne,
everybody else is giving me so many flaws.
Flaws.
hold on a second. I'm
No,
trying.
I want you to stop doing that. I'm not going to keep going to the back of the past. I'm tired of Emma. I'm tired of this fucking person from Canada. I'm tired of all this past shit. I don't know what else to say.
Lorne, I don't know what to say either. I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying to you. I am getting messages from someone who you tried to sleep with.
Will you stop that?
No.
But Lorne, the
Stop
mess.
saying that shit all the time to me. You're doing that all the time.
I'm not
I
doing.
want you to stop it. I don't do that anymore, and I don't want to revisit it.
Lorne, that's nice that you don't want to revisit it, but I am being forced to revisit it because I am getting messages from people you tried to sleep with. Do you not get that?
He doesn't. No.
Change your number.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
come on, baby.
yeah.
You get
Easy
upset.
for you to say. Yeah, change your number. Lorne, had you
From
not
the
have...
start, from the start, where did we start? Who contacted who?
Oh my God. Who
Don't say
cares?
The stuff that I've done.
Oh, really?
You gotta
All
you gotta
right.
hold of me. Yes, because you keep blaming
Yeah,
shit on me.
yeah,
It's not my fucking fault that your brother knew Emma.
First of all, I probably shouldn't have gotten in touch with you because if I hadn't, I wouldn't
True.
be dealing with this. This is ridiculous. You take no responsibility for anything that you do.
Nah, that doesn't sound
No,
like
I
Lauren.
take all responsibility for the shit that I've done.
Mhm.
But the
Well-
problem is, is that nobody else takes responsibility for shit they've done.
And
Literally, like 15 minutes ago, he was saying that literally a voice message you could hear him in was doctored. Like he couldn't even face the fact that he had said something when being showed like the actual evidence of it. But yeah, he always takes responsibility.
And I've said this before that you've said, I say, Lorne, you're not taking responsibility. You say, well, nobody else does either.
No, they don't. They don't. They're not going to fucking tell me they do. I've ran into them so many goddamn times that nobody else is taking responsibility, for the shit that they have done.
What does that have to do with you?
Because all they want to do is turn it around on me. Because they think I'm a gullible fucking person that says, okay, it was my fault.
Well, you've never
fucking
admitted
shit.
fault. Well, you've never admitted
It's
fault.
no different than Uncle Clyde.
Well, you've never...
People are pissed off him because he sold that land out from underneath me. Yeah, it might have taken me a fucking little while, but I would have been able to buy the fucking land off him.
Lorne, you were
And
drinking
he fucking knew it. Now he's being a dick on this. The whole
dink.
family's fucking mad at him.
Lorne, you were drinking and not paying the man. That's
I
why he
was-
sold it from under you. You were...
No.
Lorne, you were smoking 3 packs of cigarettes a day. That's $25 a day.
And you know what my fucking problem is he wanted to adopt me when I was fucking little. Why didn't he? Because I would have had a fucking better...
How the fuck did we get here?
Right.
I think if you weren't working, I think things would have been different. But the fact is that you work and you were smoking 3 packs of cigarettes a day, plus a shitload of beer, and he sees that, and he sees he's not getting paid, and he feels like you are using him.
How can he feel like I'm using him when I have to work for him on the weekends to work shit off? And yeah, I did that all the time.
Lorne, but you got behind like 3 or 4 months in paying him. But yet you were going out drinking every weekend and smoking like a chimney.
Chimney.
Smoking like a chimney, it was because of fucking boredom. First, I had how they ever even inhaled this shit. It was fucking something to do.
Yeah.
And you already know about that. It was just so bored.
Okay, Lorne, bored is one thing, but the fact of the matter is that you probably felt like you were using him.
I wish I fucking never fucking drove truck for 4 years because it's taking a long time to get my muscles back into fucking shape.
Mm-hmm.
Lorne.
I love Uncle Clay, but I'm telling you, he is not the same as what you used to be. And it's not just me. It's with Roy. And Roy's an alcoholic.
Huh.
And he knows that. But Roy even told me this last weekend, and the weekend before that, he told me about shit of the way that Uncle Clay's treating me. I know Uncle Clay didn't fucking treat him like that before. Roy's pointed it out.
Yeah,
Roy said
Lorne,
as soon as Uncle Clay's caught up, he's done working for him.
Lorne has always treated Roy so nicely and with such
But
respect.
Mom has even fucking expressed it. And when Mom expresses it, you know something's fucked up because Mom doesn't fucking say the best shit about somebody unless it's true.
But Lorne, again, this has nothing to do with Uncle Clayton or anything like that. I've never met these people.
Has nothing to do
All
with
I
me at
know
all.
is that I am still getting messages from stuff and people you've tried to sleep with, Lorne.
Sure.
And the
And I
fact of the
don't know
matter,
how to stop that unless you change your number. You're going to have to change your number at some point in your life. Why not do it now?
You actually
but see,
don't.
Lorne, it's easy for you to...
What the fuck is he talking about? You're gonna have to change your number at some point in your life. It is 2025. I've had the same number since 2007. It has an area code of a state I no longer live in. So why would you have to change your number eventually? You don't, is the thing.
You to say, why don't I do it now? Because it's not your number. It's not your business. It's like in terms of your company. It's not your company. It's not something that you've built a life around.
I don't know how to do it.
Do it!
I'm telling you, I don't know. That is the only way that I know how to do it. And I'm asking you to get a burn phone so that you and I can stay in contact through that.
And
So that way they can connect me to your other phone. If somebody happens to fucking wind up hacking your phone again.
to see all that you're putting me through, I have to get new phones and everything.
You don't think I see that? I know I see that. And I can't do anything about it.
Lorne.
The only thing I can do is make adjustments so we can make it work. I can't do it. I'm so fucking helpless right now. I can't do anything about it.
You are helpless.
I'm doing everything I can to keep us alive. Mom doesn't bother me about you.
Okay, and?
Mom was the biggest one that was skeptical of you until she fucking talked to you on the phone, which you did say more than just hi, which you told Mama you just said hi. You said more than just hi.
Well, really, you're gonna tell me that your mom wasn't skeptical of me? Well, seriously?
No, Mom was skeptical of you.
Okay,
but she's not now.
Are you gonna really use that as a selling point? I mean, come on.
You're not hearing me. You're not listening to me. She was skeptical of you at first, but she's not now.
Oh.
Okay, why are you using that as a selling point?
Ellie's not even skeptical of you now. But the probation officer isn't even skeptical of you now.
Yeah.
Okay, again.
I'm going to ask Omatika to make these people not skeptical of you. Even the council is fucking backed off. I've done everything I can to fucking make these people believe in you like I believe in you. They'll never believe in the way I believe in you. But the only thing I know to do is to change your number. I don't know anything else.
Well,
I don't know how to get rid of these fucking people.
Lorne.
You texted somebody. You probably didn't even hear what I fucking said.
I did what you said?
You texted somebody. You probably didn't hear what I just said anyway.
No.
Lorne, you talk about how everybody believes in me and loves me and all this other stuff. But Lorne, why are you using that as a selling point when, again...
Why would it be a selling point? That's all the time we've been together, spent together. Why would I use anything as a selling point? You already know what I have fucking gone through with my probation officer and my counselor. Why would you...
Lorne. Listen to me, okay? I'm not bringing up your past or anything like that.
No, you are.
But if you're going to wash my face with...
I'm sorry, did you just say wash?
That. But if you're going to wash my face with... or anything like that. But if you're going to wash my face with what you've had to go through, Lord, what the hell do you think my mother is going to say when she sees you on paper?
She's going to say, she's a great guy. He would never abuse a woman or a child.
I knew that was going to come back around.
No, it's going to come back around. Lorne, I'm asking, I think it's a valid question.
Yeah, it's going to be all my life. There's not a fucking thing I can do about it.
Well, yeah.
People are going to judge me off what NBC says.
Yeah, not what NBC, highlighted and showed. It was what they said. The, chat log. It was fake and doctored. Yeah, that's right, Lorne.
No, Lorne. Oh, God, Lorne. I have never judged you off of what NBC says. When I look at that...
No, you haven't.
But Lauren, when I look at that stance, I judge some of your behaviors on things that you said, Lauren.
No.
I don't want you to judge me off shit that I said in that conversation.
Yeah,
That's
Lauren.
not me.
It is.
Lauren, you cannot.
Oh, God, dude. You're trying to stop me from explaining to you what the person that I am.
Now let's hear about the person you are, Lauren.
Every time I try to explain to you, you still go back to what NBC said, to what I said in that conversation.
Yeah, that's not
Leave
what
that
NBC said,
conversation behind.
dumbass.
Let it go. It's
Lauren.
not me.
That conversation with Kayla is like the most possible unfiltered Lorne it could possibly be, right? That is how he acted when he thought no one was looking, no one was watching, he was away from family, and no one over his shoulder, no one could have accidentally come into his apartment and, you know, saw the chat log. Like there's nothing more real or true to who Lorne is at his very core than what that chat log is. Now I know obviously we know what he said is bullshit because he doesn't want to be that, but there's nothing that like more distills him as a person than what that chat log says, because that is what he did, what he believed was right, what he wanted to do when there was no one else, no one over his shoulder, no one to hang out with, no one watching, was I'm going to groom a 13-year-old, tell her that I want to marry her, and I want her to have my child. That's what it is. That's what you are. And Lorne, you'll never be happy, but maybe you could be like 5% happier and maybe advance in your class if you could actually look yourself in the mirror and admit that that is who you are, what you are, and that you need help.
Fucking conversation, go. Don't ever mention it again. Can you do that?
Lauren, it's not that I'm mentioning it, but what...
Can you do it?
Lauren,
I'm
Lauren,
asking you, can you let that thing go?
No,
Are you going to let me speak?
fuck you.
Well, if you answer me, yeah. I want to know if you can let it go, because I don't want to live with it forever.
Lauren, you want to use your past and blame everything on your past, but I can't mention your past?
Nope.
I don't want to live with that shit forever. I've lived with it. It's been 10 years. I've lived with it long enough. I don't want to live with it forever. Don't mention it anymore.
Lauren, let me ask you something, okay?
He's gonna answer, I'm sure.
If you're in jail for let's just say killing someone, okay?
Yeah.
If you're in jail for killing someone,
Well, this question doesn't even make any sense because I would never kill anyone. I'm not a violent person, Ramona.
and you're up for parole, do you know, outside of the fact that they have to believe that you're not going to go out and kill again,
Yeah.
do you know, like, the biggest factor on making parole, getting off on parole, you know the biggest thing?
He doesn't.
You know what it is?
No.
The biggest thing that the parole board looks for.
You're going to go and do it again.
She asked you a question.
I already said
dumbass.
that. Besides the fact that they have to believe that you're not going to do it again. Do you know what the other 50% is?
He doesn't.
What?
Admitting it and admitting that you were wrong. And I have no problem talking to you in spite of the fact that you did that.
Well,
but the problem is that
should.
you're still blaming everybody else and diminishing it.
No, that doesn't.
You
sound
are
like
still
Lorne at
blaming
all.
NBC. You're still blaming Dateline. You're still blaming your siblings because they didn't make you mac and cheese
True.
for why you got caught up in a sting for trying to fuck a 13-year-old.
That's where you haven't been paying attention.
Oh, I haven't been paying attention, so tell me what I missed.
No, you're the first one that should have been paying attention,
Oh
because you
my
didn't hear
God.
me when I told you. I know it was my fault.
But Lauren, all I hear,
thought that I talked that way.
Lauren, but every
You
time
just blamed NBC.
you mention a
I
stand,
told you that 3 weeks ago.
as I was saying, but every time you mention a stand or any kind of stance mentioned, well, NBC did this, well, Daylight did this, well, Preventative did this.
I'm not going to tell you that NBC was
I
right
want mac and
in
cheese.
fucking being there. But listen. Oh, fuck. I get goddamn boss in here. I'm not going to tell you that NBC was right in putting that fucking thing on the national television, which wound up worldwide.
Yeah.
about that thing before I even had a chance to even get a lawyer.
Lorne.
That shit is not fucking right. They put shit on it to make me look guilty before anybody even heard anything.
Mm-hmm.
Lorne. Okay, first of all.
Fucking moth.
Okay, Lorne. All right. Besides the moth, just let him outside. No need to kill him. Now, as I was saying.
Well, I got the door's closed. If I open the door, 100 more moths get flying.
Oh my God.
Okay, Lorne, just ignore the moth. He's not gonna bite you. He's not
Yeah,
gonna
right.
harm.
He's not playing around your head.
Lorne.
Oh my God.
As I was saying, you cannot sit here and say that they were wrong to put it on TV. You can say it, but no one's going to hear it.
That fucking thing almost went in my mouth.
Just anything to deflect from this conversation.
Stop whining out, you little asshole. Oh, there you are again.
What is happening?
Hey, just. All right, go ahead. I'll deal with the moth as it flies right in my mouth.
Oh my God.
Lorne. You say that they have no right to put that on TV. First of all, I've already told you, when you commit a crime, you kind of waive some of your rights when you do that. When you commit a crime, you waive some of your rights. And there's really no question as to whether the people in there committed a crime. But the fact of the matter is that they should have put it on TV. And I've told you this before. Because if someone is going out and they're planning to rape a 12-year-old and they see that on TV and they see these guys' lives become fucked up because they thought it was going to be cute to go scar a little girl, then they might think twice. That's thing one. Thing two, parents who work all day, and then they come home, and then they have to fix dinner, and then they have to help kids with homework, and then they have to pick out clothes, and then they have to do all these things, might not be helicoptering their children when they're on the internet. But they should. And this show woke them up to the fact that, yeah, even though you have a smart child, your child is innocent, they're stupid because they should be. They should be innocent and they should be stupid when they're 12. That is their right. And parents need to know that there are thousands, if not millions, of men who are trying to fuck their children.
Well, yeah, but they shouldn't put it on TV.
And okay, but if you understood that, you wouldn't argue.
I understand what you're saying, and I agree with it.
Nope.
No, you
the
don't.
The fact of the matter is they shouldn't be putting it on national television.
I understand what you're saying, and I agree with it, but they shouldn't have put it on television. What a goddamn idiot.
Before the person has been considered guilty or innocent. There was a pastor in the church in Cambridge, not Cambridge, Canaan. He got freaking accused of sexual assault on children that he was just watching over. And he was put on the fucking news.
Okay, Lorne.
He was not guilty of it.
Okay, that is...
People are still going to think of that guy as guilty just because he was put on the news.
Okay, Lorne, that is different than these guys who were going online sending pictures of their dicks to kids. Okay, that is...
Plus, Lorne, let's see. Were you found or pled guilty to your case? Because if so, then that is different than this comparison you're trying to make. But who can say?
Way different.
The problem with me is I know I did not want to go there.
Oh, my God.
Okay,
Boo!
I know I didn't want to go there.
Hey, an exalted.
Okay, Lorne, if you rape a kid, but then you say you didn't want to do it, the eyes of the law does not see what you wanted to do. The eyes of the law sees what you did do.
True.
I know. That's what fucking bothers me because I know I did not want to do that.
Okay?
And now I know the other thing I understand about it is because which you're probably not even fucking believe me.
Yeah.
What won't I believe?
Because of the frame of mind that I was in. I was able to fucking talk me into going there when I knew I did not want to go there.
For the love of goddamn Christ, how did they talk you into it? You're the one who brought it up and talked about it constantly.
Okay, Lorne, again.
Even though I did most of the fucking talking. They're
Lorne.
just agreeing with everything I said. I know what you're saying.
Okay,
I
Lorne.
know exactly what you're saying, and I understand it.
Okay, Lorne. If I come home and my 12-year-old is laying on the ground, bleeding, raped, and shivering with some fucking 40-year-old semen coming out of her, I'm not going to look at her and say, well, you know, sweetie, he didn't want to do this.
I know.
You're still making excuses.
I know what you're... I'm not making excuses.
You are certainly trying to.
Just pissed because I let somebody lead me into something I didn't want to do.
Oh my god, dude. Fuck off.
But, Lorne, again,
I've never
I would be
wanted to
pissed.
fucking hurt a kid.
Okay, Lorne, I
you
would
just
be
wanted to have
pissed
sex with
because
him.
now I'm going to have to take my 12-year-old to therapy and explain why she had someone who's as old as her fucking daddy had their dick inside of her, okay?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it doesn't matter what these guys wanted. It doesn't matter what they thought. And I mean, that's irrelevant. The fact of the matter is the ultimate result would be a little girl getting hurt. And that is what that show sought to prevent. And you know what? Hey, my thing is that anybody can avoid being on Dateline, NBC, whatever, if they just don't try to fuck kids. I mean, it's just that plain and simple. So,
It
I mean,
is
if a
that
few
simple.
men
That is
had to
true.
be burned so that one little girl does not end up being a prostitute looking for her next fix,
Prostitute.
then it's worth it.
I know, and I agree with you too. It's just
But then why do you keep arguing this?
because it's me, and I know I didn't want to do it.
Oh my god.
I know I didn't want to go there. That's what bothers me so much.
And I mean, I've told you before, if you had succeeded in it, that wouldn't have been it. I mean, you either would have formed some kind of twisted relationship with her, but that would not have been the first child that you slept with. You would have gotten a sexual release. It would have been exciting. It would have been thrilling because
No, you can't say that. You
Lorne.
can't say that about me because I'm not like that.
Lorne.
Lord.
When you meet me in person, you spend time with me in person, you'll realize that.
Lorne, like I was saying, you know, it would have been exciting and thrilling and a sexual release, and you could get caught and it would be scary. I mean, it'd be all these emotions that you would search for again. That's how that works. It would be like a drug.
I'm not like that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not like that. You're not understanding what I'm saying. When you spend time with me in person, you'll understand it better.
Lorne, it has nothing to do with seeing you in person.
Oh, it does.
Lorne, it has nothing to do with seeing you in person, because in person, if I were in person, I would still be saying the same thing.
No, you won't.
Lorne, don't tell me what I'm going to be saying. Anybody who commits any kind of crime against a child or against
I'm telling you that you won't, because you're the one I can fight in the most over the phone, fucking phone, even more than I do with anybody in person, including Mom.
Hey, Lorne, that's nice that you confide in me. But what I'm saying is taking responsibility and stop blaming everybody else. Stop blaming the TV station. Stop blaming perverted justice. Stop blaming the government. It is not.
I blame NBC because they did not need to put it national. It would have been fine. Local, fine.
Okay, local. Okay, great.
Local.
Okay, great.
Local.
He literally just bitched about the preacher or whoever. It was on local news. Anyway, I'm going to play this while I go get some more water, but I will be back momentarily.
And let me deal with the stress of that. But to put it national, let it go worldwide.
Oh, okay. So they should just put it local so that only children in Bowling Green will be safe. Fuck the kids in California, New Mexico, Maryland, Tennessee, Texas.
Okay, but what about people like me that didn't want to do it at all?
So,
I'm fucking dealing with the national and the shit that we're dealing with now.
So they should make it local so that the men who try to rape kids feel okay about themselves.
Yeah, because you can't leave the fucking state when they're on probation.
So they should make it local so that men who are in California, when, let's say it was local in Kentucky.
Answer this question.
Okay.
When somebody murders somebody,
Mm-hmm.
why don't they put them on a registry and make it national?
They do. It's usually called life in prison. That's what that's called. But see, here the thing is, with the
other shows too, but it's not fucking it's not been on any registry.
But here's the thing.
All right,
with
sorry
a
about
sex
that.
crime, it's different. You know why? Because a sex crime, they put you on that list so that people know who to avoid usually.
Sorry, I'm not really sure why that paused while I was in my kitchen, but regardless, sorry about that, guys.
That's why they do that. Because people want to avoid people who have committed sex crimes. People want to avoid people who've committed sex crimes against children, Lorne. You
But I've
can't
never
say...
done that.
But, Lorne, you did commit a sex crime just because you didn't get to put your...
Even if you don't want to talk about the decoy, he has committed sex crimes against at least 2 children that we know of. Plus, I am sure there were plenty sorry, MCL, is it still silence or can you hear me? Sorry, what was I saying? Sorry, I completely lost track of train of thought. Yeah, so obviously you have the 2 MySpace girls that we know he committed sex crimes against, but also, like, there's just no way that there weren't other ones that he, in those Yahoo chat rooms that he probably showed himself to, and then they were... And then, you know, they got scared off or they blocked him. Like, he has probably showed, in those Yahoo chat rooms, he probably showed his dick to, I don't know, fucking 30. I mean, if it came out that he had showed his dick to 30 underage people in those Yahoo chat rooms, would anyone be surprised? I mean, it's just that the decoy, Molly and Melissa, were the ones to talk to him afterwards or whatever, but I'm sure he was willing to show himself to any and every taker in those chat rooms.
Your penis inside of a child. Just because you didn't get to scar a child in the worst way possible does not believe that, or does not mean that you didn't do anything. You had every intention of going and committing rape. You just were stopped. That's like if somebody's going to murder somebody and they've got the axe, they've got the shovel, they've got the gun, they've got zip ties, duct tape, they've got everything that they need in order to commit the murder, and they're driving to the person's house. And when they get to the person's house, That person is not.
I know how
But
fucking
Lorne,
guilty. I know how guilty I look because they asked me to bring a gift.
Lorne, I mean, you said to me before. And I've heard you say this other instances, that you're going to put your dick in my mouth while I'm asleep.
What?
Lorne, come on, please do not say that you didn't say this.
If I did, I was joking around.
But rape is not funny.
You gotta be kidding if you think that I would do that when you're sleeping.
Lorne, but rape is not funny. You said it to Emma.
No, it isn't.
But
I mean, I'm giving you permission to fucking rape me if you want to.
I'm giving you permission to rape me if you want. I mean, man, I don't... Whatever, man. I don't know.
I'm not gonna do it without your permission.
Lorne.
And actually, it is not fucking rape.
You want to finish that, Do you want to finish that thought, Lorne? It's not rape, but...
What isn't rape?
When I give you permission, it's not really rape. Because I give you permission to fucking do whatever you want with me when I'm sleeping.
Okay, Lorne.
You can do whatever, almost whatever you want with me when I am sleeping, or when I'm not sleeping. But I would never do that to you when you're sleeping.
But the
I was
fact...
kidding when I said that.
But Lorne, why would you think
I
a
remember
woman...
saying that. I would never do that to you.
But Lorne, why would you think that a woman would think a rape joke is funny?
Yeah, that wasn't a rape thing to me. That was a joke with you. That was a personal thing with you.
Lorne, if a person is asleep and you put your dick in their mouth, that is rape. That is rape.
It was a joke.
Not funny. Oh, hey, Ernie. Hope you're doing well. Not a joke. Not funny. Not something you should ever say. Yeah, like, just unbelievable. He's trying to defend this.
I didn't mean that seriously. Why would you take that seriously?
Because, Lorne, rape jokes are not funny.
I wouldn't do that with you when you're sleeping.
It's not funny to make a rape joke.
That was the thing between me and you.
That is, you've said it to Emma.
It wasn't meant to be a rape joke.
But you've said it to Emma.
I didn't take it as a rape joke.
Okay,
I took it as just a joke between me and you.
Okay, you've said it to Emma. So it can't be between me and you.
No, I don't fucking believe I said it to
On
Emma
the pussy
either.
video.
I want Emma's name to start getting...
Remember, earlier in this call, a mere like 15 minutes ago, he said he has no problem taking responsibility for things he done, but now, I didn't fucking do that. I didn't say that. I don't fucking believe that.
...out of our conversation.
Okay, again, as I was saying, when there's a point in the video where she starts to fall asleep and you're like, hey, wake up, I'm going to stick my dick in your mouth.
Fine, I did what I did.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear any more about Emma.
Yeah.
I'm fucking tired of it.
Yeah.
I'm tired of hearing that fucking name. I'm tired of that fucking person. I don't want to hear any more about her. I'm tired of the fucking shit that I did wrong about her. I want it to be me and you like it used to be. I don't want anybody else in our lives. I don't want to hear any more about the people that are fucking our lives up.
Lorne.
I'm tired of her. I'm telling you. I don't want to hear any more about her. I'm trying to fucking get it to the point that we can get to just me and you. Again.
Lorne.
Like it used to be.
Lauren, you can't dictate what I find to be relevant to you. Okay?
Yeah, but you keep bringing it up and it keeps hurting us every time you do.
Lauren.
I love that. Well, maybe love's not the right word, but yeah, the Ramona's just like completely, just like I just doesn't know what to do, doesn't know what to say. And honestly, I get it.
I mean, really?
What do you want me to say? Keep bringing it up so it'll piss us off?
Lauren, what pisses me off is you not taking responsibility for anything.
Of course not anything.
That is a really bad trait. That is horrible.
Yeah, well, then tell people stop fucking taking responsibility for what they do.
Oy.
I haven't found one person yet that takes responsibility for any fucking thing that they do wrong.
And what does that have to do with
Anything. He hasn't found someone that takes anything.
Everything, because people continuously fuck me over.
Yeah.
They continuously fuck me. For some reason they've got it in their fucking head they gotta fuck somebody. You're the first person I met that doesn't want to fuck me.
I mean, can you? Sure, but there are things you should not joke about. Like, you should not joke about rape. Like, can you? Sure. I think that makes you look like an asshole and a bad person, and you're probably dangerous. But sure, yeah. To be fair, you can joke about it. Why not?
Lauren.
And I want to get these other people out of our lives so that they can't fuck us. But you keep bringing them up. I don't want to hear any more about fucking Emma.
Okay. So that was the end of part 2. And you know what? Yeah, let's go. We'll do part 3. We'll end after that. But, yeah, so this is Lorne and Ramona part 3. And then we do have, this has the special banger tag on it. So we'll go with that one.
I do not deserve.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
I don't like her. I don't want anything else to do with her. I'm asking you, please stop mentioning that stupid piece of shit.
Why do you have to refer to another woman as a piece of shit?
Oh, I think you know.
Because she is a piece of shit.
Not really an
She's a
answer to the
human
question.
being.
Really. A human being would not talk to somebody else's mother and buy them slippers. Well, she didn't even talk to mom. She bought her fucking slippers and then turned around and treated her fucking son, or used her fucking son just so she could fucking make money on the internet.
First of all, I already told you, I don't even think her channel's even monetized.
Huh?
I said, I don't think her channel's even monetized to make money.
No, what it was, she confessed to me that she was making $45 a month, and it was all off me.
$45 a month?
Have you seen her channel?
No.
Okay, she's got less
I
than...
got on the fucking internet. You already know I ain't seen her the last month and a half.
Okay, she has got... First of all, let me ask you something. Okay, you said she was making $45 a month.
That's what she...
Well, again, Waterbuff, my point is, no, there's not an overall czar of jokes. It's what you personally think. If you don't want people to joke about eczema and you want to think they're an asshole for joking about that, then fine. That is my whole point.
She told me she was making $45 a month off the parodies that she was making about me.
And did she tell you how many views she was getting?
No.
She had over 1,000 subscribers.
Okay.
I think it was like 1,400.
Hey, do you realize that in order to make $45 a month, she's going to need way more than 1,000 subscribers?
Well, she was trying her best to put as many fucking videos up as she could.
Okay, she would need to be putting, in order to make that kind of money with 1,000 subscribers, she'd need to be putting up hundreds of videos a day if she was going to make $45 a month.
Have you looked at her channel? Have you looked at her channel in the last 2 days?
No, I couldn't even find it. What I'm saying to you is that is that $45 in YouTube money is a lot in the sense that that's tens of thousands of views. It's not just you put up a video, oh, there's $45. That does not work like that.
Well, that's what she was telling me.
No, I don't think
Okay, well,
she was.
regardless of what you said she was telling you, I'm telling you that there's no way.
It's not just what I said she was telling me. It's what she told me.
Okay,
That she was making $45 a month.
okay, like I said.
Okay. So when was the last time you looked at her channel?
I guess a couple weeks ago when you told me to.
Okay.
You told me to a couple weeks ago.
So look at her right now.
You want me to look at her channel right now?
There was a couple.
Cornville, absolutely not. No. No, I mean, just like look at the way that he looks at Roy being a quote unquote alcoholic when Lorne is, or you know, the only reason Lorne doesn't drink is because he's literally scared. Well, no, I know. I'm sorry. I know you weren't asking. I was just kind of talking it out. No, he would. Yeah, he would. I don't know if disown's the right word, but no, he would fucking talk about it constantly and use that as every reason as to why Roy's life is shit and he doesn't have to help him and all this stuff.
A week ago, that was a few days ago.
No, but there was another time a couple weeks ago when you said to look at her channel.
Yeah, but it was a few days ago that you look at her channel too.
Yeah, but I could not find it.
That's when you said it was suspended.
Yeah, she had suspended it. Let me go on YouTube. Hang on.
My brother Roy's been asking about you.
Aw.
Who?
Roy.
What?
The fuck is that noise?
So I throw that out there because you want me to tell you he said hello.
Let's see. Why can't I find Ember's channel?
Inferno. Infierno.
Inferno.
Infiero. Where are your friends at?
Hang on a second.
I thought you were at a restaurant or something.
Finally remembering that this far into the call is so crazy.
I'm downstairs. They're upstairs. I can't find her channel.
You can't find Ember and Infierno.
I don't know what she did with her channel.
What the hell's her name again? Emma. No, I think. Got fired from that job because she was obsessed with me. Fucking weirdo.
Lauren, I'm gonna give you a piece of advice that you're probably not gonna take it, but I think it will go very far if you did. And that would be to start taking responsibility.
No.
Seriously start taking responsibility.
I take that's what you're not understanding. I take responsibility.
Dude.
It's just, it was not necessary for NBC to put it national.
Lauren.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
They did it for money. They did not do it for any other reason.
Lauren.
You don't see them trying to find any other fucking way to do it legally so they could do it. Which there is a legal way to do it. It's a matter of bring the fucking cops in, those fucking people in, give it to the cops. Don't make a show out of it.
Lauren.
They're not doing that.
Lauren, let me tell you something, okay?
Uh,
You and many other guys spent months, weeks, whatever, on the internet trying to groom a child so that you could show up at some random person's house who has a child who's left alone and stick your dick in them and ruin their lives. That's what you guys had every intention of doing. That's what you guys did. You guys followed through.
Oh, my God.
Oh my
And
God!
now you're going to say that show shouldn't be made public. That show shouldn't be shown all around the world because you guys were embarrassed?
Embarrassed?
Really?
Listen to me. I never wanted to fucking go there. Why are you
He takes responsibility, though. Remember.
not hearing that?
I'm really not hearing that because I'm hearing...
I was in an adult chat room. I
And
wasn't looking for a minor.
Lorne, if I go into
Mhm.
a
I
21
want to
year
stop talking about this tonight, Ramona. I want to stop talking about tonight. It's just
What?
irritating me more and more.
Lorne, you're irritating me because you won't take responsibility for things that you
I
did.
take responsibility for what I did.
You are
I
not...
think with it every fucking day.
Lorne,
I don't stop thinking about it.
Lorne, you don't stop thinking about how it fucked your life up.
True.
That's what you think about. You don't think about how you almost screwed somebody else's life up. Had you not have gotten caught, you would be dancing, skipping along merrily on your merry way. While there would be a girl who didn't
Yeah.
do anything, she would be in a prison right now. She would be in a psychological and emotional prison because of your actions. And you wonder why that show got popular? That show got popular because
Because they were making money.
No, that show got popular. I'm gonna tell you why that show got popular. That show got popular. That show.
Because you're looking at people making themselves look like fools. They
Lorne,
want to dramatize the fucking show.
Lorne, there's nothing to dramatize. There were
Yeah.
men.
All right. Did you tell me that when they started the show out in California, they were walking out and arrest the guy? When it came to the show in Bowling Green that I was in, they came over with fucking guns drawn on me, yelling, "Get on the ground."
Lorne, because you committed a felony and they did not know what you
Okay.
had on you.
They did. Out in California, they committed a felony. But they walked up to the person and handcuffed him. They didn't fucking point the guns at him and yell at him, "Get on the ground."
And
They
Lorne,
didn't dramatize it,
Lorne,
but they did it in mine.
Lorne.
dude, in the Florida sting, they have guns and tasers, and like 4 police officers were tackling to the ground. Like, shut the fuck up, Lorne.
Whether they had guns drawn, whether they
Also, as someone who lived in Kentucky for multiple years, yeah, you could be worried that someone had a gun. Absolutely, trust me.
had super soakers, whether they held out their fingers in the shape of a gun. The fact of the matter is that you and other guys showed
Yeah.
up there with the intention to do detrimental harm to somebody, and they put it on TV. But Lorne, you're defending against it by saying it shouldn't have been on TV. You know what?
Yeah. I am defending it because of the fact they did not need to put me on fucking national television. I
Lorne,
didn't deserve that shit. I didn't ask for it. I wasn't in a adult camera looking for a kid.
Lorne,
They were the fucking ones that were being predators.
Lorne. Do you not get that there are millions of parents in this country, and many of them have teenage girls and teenage boys, and many
Yeah,
of
I
them,
know.
yeah, and most of them.
My
do not-
mother and daughter was one of them. Was 2 of them.
Okay, as I was saying, and
Trying to protect me against a fucking queer from fucking that my aunt was married to at one time
Mhm.
and divorced. They were
Okay.
trying to protect me from him when it was my own 2 brothers that was fucking molesting me.
okay,
I
Lorne.
know.
Okay,
You don't
Lorne,
need to fucking recap it for me.
Lorne, I'm not recapping anything for you, but I'm telling you why they put it on national television, because it is a problem that affects people worldwide.
Well,
but
the problem
certainly
is they
nationwide.
affected a person that they shouldn't have fucking affected.
Lorne,
They're
you can,
not a fucking threat to fucking underage people.
Yeah.
Lorne, but
I
when you
never have been.
Again, showed his dick to, at the bare minimum, 2 other teenage girls. But Yeah, never been a threat. Oh, man.
Lorne, you gave them every single solitary reason to believe that you are a dangerous threat.
Yeah, because I was fucked up at the time.
Oh,
Okay,
boo.
yeah, all of them were fucked up. People who are normal, or people who are behaving normally do not go and try to fuck up kids.
True.
So nobody's looking at whether or not you were fucked up. They're looking at the fact that you went on, tried to groom a kid, and tried to rape a kid. That's what they're going on looking at. And for you to say that people should not see that kind of stuff all over the country just because your feelings got hurt is insane. Because the fact of the matter is that show got popular because people were saying, oh my God, I can't believe this shit could happen to my child. Oh my God, I could be at work and my child is getting raped because she thinks that she has an online boyfriend.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, every person in the world should be fucking looked at.
Every person in the world should be looked at. Well, let's start with the people who went online and tried to groom children.
No.
Well, let's start with the fucking Pope, the second guy to the Pope.
What does the second guy to the Pope have to do with anything?
He just got fucking looked at for child abuse when he was in the church.
Okay, and you know what should happen to him? He should be tried and convicted and sentenced to the highest extent of the law.
How do you know you should be convicted?
If he did
Because
it,
he was getting looked at?
as I said, if he did it, he should be tried and convicted. If he did it, he should be convicted and sentenced to the fullest extent of the law, regardless of whether.
Do you know why I was convicted? Because I pled guilty. Because I had a fucking lawyer that didn't want to take me to court, take it to good trial.
Lord,
in the federal. The state he wanted to take me to trial.
Lauren, you
So
pled
I had
guilty.
two conflicting things between the state and the federal.
Lauren, you pled guilty because they had your dick pics that you sent to a kid.
True.
That's why you pled guilty.
I pled guilty because they threatened me with 30 years.
Can't imagine why.
Okay.
That's why I pled guilty. You're the only one that fucking knows that.
Okay, as I said, you
My
pled guilty.
family doesn't even know it, so...
Hey, Fruit Juice. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming. Viral effects. Can't remember if I said hello to you, but hello. Vex on real life. That's pretty funny.
Nobody else ever better find out about it.
Lauren, aside from what your family knows, aside from any of that, the fact of the matter is that you guys went on that show, or you guys went to that house with the extent of doing something that would have harmed somebody.
I know. I have never wanted to fucking harm anybody in my life.
Lauren, that's real nice.
I share that fact today.
Okay, that's real nice that you say that you didn't want to do it. But when you do it, what you want doesn't matter. And
I know I did it. I know I did it, all right? I'm telling you, I know I did it. I know I did wrong.
Yeah.
I did not deserve to be put on national television. I'm not that fucking type of person.
I think you
That's what
are,
I'm
buddy.
saying is I'm not that type of person. I need to be put on national television. I'm such a fucking threat that I need fucking supervision for life.
Yes. Yes.
Lauren,
And
how
I
would
need to
they?
be put on the registry for life. When there was just a guy on the fucking news the other day that fucking raped fucking two 12-year-olds and a fucking 11-year-old, and they got fucking probation.
There's absolutely
You see the fucking problem?
no fucking way that's what happened.
Lauren, you could say that all over the country, okay? Right now, there are people who are serving. In fact, there is a woman who murdered her husband. She murdered her husband.
Queen.
I'm not saying it was second degree. I'm not saying she shot her husband and she got probation. And that is an actual case that you can look up. She shot her husband and she got probation. Just because she got a sweetheart deal and got away literally with murder
Laurel.
does not mean that everyone else should. And there are judges all over the country. Some are good, some are bad. People are getting all sorts of different stuff.
So a person with a good heart like me
Lauren,
should get fucking life.
A person with a good heart like old Lorne, one who earlier in this call said, "Oh yeah, I'd fucking call you a bitch to your face." Good heart. He's got a good heart though.
Life.
Lauren, first of all, you didn't get life.
You know what the sad thing is?
Yeah, tell me.
is when there's a female probation officer,
Yeah.
they're supposed to show up here with another person
Okay.
when they have life for probation.
Lorne,
Maria showed up here the other day, and it was just her.
That is sad.
And
Good
I
job,
have
Lorne.
life probation.
Lorne,
What the fuck is this man
That's how
talking
Wait,
threatening
oh.
I am.
Lorne, when the only thing that you have presented to someone is a 400-page
Yeah, you are not. Oh, god damn it. Oh, motherfucker. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. You are not a threat to a grown woman who is a probation officer who I maybe carries a gun. Probably a federal probation officer. You are a threat to fucking children. They would not let a child come unsupervised to your trailer. Like the fact that he thinks a federal probation officer coming to his trailer means that he is not a threat is just some unbelievable stuff from him.
long chat with you trying to groom a child and naked pictures.
And
They are not.
even accurate.
Boom. Yes, sorry. To a grown woman, yes. I don't think to a probation officer who her office would know where she is. She has a radio contact and, like I said, probably a gun of some sort. Maybe not. Probably not. But yes, to like Winnie or Jamie, people that he could physically dominate, then yes, absolutely a threat. Sorry if I misspoke there. That's not what I meant.
No, you can't go by that shit. It wasn't even accurate.
Accurate.
Okay,
I
Lorne.
know shouldn't have the thing that was fucking doctored.
Okay. You know what? Let's just pretend the whole chat was doctored. It wasn't, but let's just pretend the whole chat was doctored.
No,
When
it
you
wasn't
win-
doctored, but I know what I said.
Okay,
wrong.
well,
Shut
I know
up.
what I didn't say.
Shut
I
up.
can finish. Okay,
Shut up.
We live in America, and the justice system.
Hey, Michael Mendoza.
If something's been tampered with, it can't even be put into evidence, regardless of what I actually did or what I didn't. I'm an American.
Are you?
I need to be treated just like every other fucking American when they go to trial.
Yeah.
And I didn't even go to trial.
okay,
The
now.
guy was thrown for 30 years. If I would have, I probably never would have had this fucking charge.
Ha!
Okay,
If
now
I would
that
have known then what I know now.
You would still be in
now
prison,
you
my
made that
boy.
self-speech, I will tell you that you absolutely would have that charge, and you literally might have
Yeah.
served 20
No,
years. You
I'll
might
tell you
still
what.
be in jail.
You
Now,
don't know everything, so you can't say that. I
Lorne,
know everything, so I can see that.
I know
Lorne,
everything. Okay,
you
Lorne.
exposed yourself to a child. It doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. And they're not going to say, well, you know, this person who had this chat and this person who sent dick pics to a kid, well, I'm sure they're a nice person. They gave their mom a nice pair of earrings for Christmas. That's not what they're saying. They're looking at the crime that you commit. If I go out and I stab a 2-year-old, no one's going to say,
I'm
oh,
not
well,
telling you that. I'm not telling you that what I did was not bad. I'm
but
not
you
telling
are.
that.
That is what you're saying, Lorne.
No, I'm telling you I didn't deserve what I got.
Lorne.
You deserve.
don't deserve it.
You know what? Correct. He did not deserve what he got. He deserved 10 times worse. This motherfucker should still be in prison.
A fucking good person.
Ha!
I do not deserve what I fucking got. It's affecting my fucking life. And you're not getting that shit.
Lorne. I am looking at thousands and thousands of little kids who have been harmed, but I'm also looking at people my age and people twice
I'm
my age.
one of them fucking kids.
Can I finish?
No.
People my age and people twice my age
No,
and
you
people
cannot.
3 times my age who right now, right this moment, are standing on a corner looking for their next fix because of people who did things like what you tried to do. That's what I'm looking at.
Viral effects, man. I think it was on I'm sure it was an Andrew Burkett stream because they always have discussions like this, but it's like almost like would you trade the Yeah, would you trade all the catfishing calls for if Lorne had gone to trial, because obviously he would still be in prison. So that would be a net victory, him still be in prison. But just like the court transcripts of the chat log being read, and the prosecutor's probably like showing stills of his webcam. Maybe Lorne would have been dumb enough to take the stand. I don't know about that. I'm sure his lawyer would have rightfully advised against it, but I don't know. It's kind of a thinker. Like, would it be worth having all that? Lorne still be in prison and having just that court transcript. God, it would be so good.
I look at those kids that got their lives all fucked up.
Well, don't look at kids.
Their families are trying to fucking help them.
I'm looking at people, at young teenage girls, and even older teenage girls, and even women who are older than that, who are cutting themselves, who have eating disorders, who are suicidal because of stuff like what you tried to do. That's what I'm looking at. And you know what? If it takes putting it on television for people to maybe learn that, hey, you know what? Maybe I should just jerk off instead of trying to fuck somebody's life up.
True.
Then that's what it takes. Because when you commit a felony of that magnitude, when you commit a crime against a person, especially a child, then you forfeit certain rights. So it's not like Dateline NBC was filming you going after adult prostitutes or anything like that, although that's not legal either. It's not like Dateline or NBC was filming you pleasuring yourself in your own home. Dateline NBC was filming you trying to harm somebody. And all of these tears and everything you feel
Hey, ex-Derek. Hope you're doing well.
is because you got caught. And because you're known. Yes, it is. It is.
Bullshit.
Lorne, if you had raped a kid that night, you would not be crying.
Tell me what I feel.
Lorne.
Don't tell me what I feel. You don't know what's going through my head. You don't know what. Anything is fucking going through my head. So don't tell me you know how I feel.
Oh my God, what a fucking
Lorne.
baby.
You're raped by your fucking brothers. So
What?
don't tell me how I feel.
Boo.
So you're telling me that if you had raped a kid that night, you'd be crying right now because you'd be so upset that you did something wrong?
What?
Are you telling me that if that hadn't been a show and you had gotten to rape a kid that night, you would be crying right now because you did something horrible?
I certainly did everything you said. I don't know if you're
why
further
would
away
you?
from your phone or what.
He really,
Okay.
yeah, he's got to, it's like, give me time to think.
Okay, if that night you had raped a kid and it hadn't been a show, would you be crying right now because your actions caused your life to change?
I'm crying right now because my life is fucked up and my girlfriend is
Not
on
what
my
she
ass.
asked, dumbass.
Lorne,
I know what I
Stupid
did wrong and I
fuckhead.
don't need you to fucking keep reminding me.
I'm not reminding you, Lorne. You are not taking responsibility.
Then I go to Uncle Clayton and I share him because that day I tried calling you and you were there. I went to them and remember what I told them.
Dude, what is he
Lorne,
talking
it is
about?
about
It
taking,
fucking hurt telling them.
Lorne, it is about taking responsibility, and this is disturbing.
No.
This is very disturbing.
What's very disturbing? The
You!
way I feel?
Lorne, it is about the fact that, I mean, outside of
I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. Tell
What are
me,
you gonna
tell me.
You're 24 years old.
No.
What
But
is
you
that?
are not even close to fucking stupid.
What?
You're smarter than most people my age.
Okay,
What?
And I listen very closely to what you say.
okay.
But the fact of the matter is that you know me pretty much better than anybody does. The
Okay.
only one that you would not know me better than would be Mom. And I really think you know me better than her.
Okay.
And it bothers me that you keep saying that I don't take responsibility for what I do, for what I did.
is
But I
he
do take
talking
responsibility
about?
for what I did. But it kills me because I didn't want to do it, and I know I didn't want to do it.
Lorne,
And that's what bothers me.
Yeah.
Lorne. Okay, you've just went through all of this
I've been around kids all my life. I have never
Not something you should admit to, probably.
hurt one fucking kid at all.
Remember Molly?
Lorne.
I
Melissa?
never wanted to fucking do what I did.
Yeah.
Lorne, it's nice that you say that you didn't want to, but that is not what matters. What matters is intent. What matters is what you do. That is what
No, I
matters.
didn't intend to.
Lorne,
That's
you,
the thing is that I did not intend to. And even though I know I went to the fucking sexual shit fast. And I didn't intend to do that. And I don't even fucking understand why I did it.
Yeah.
Lorne,
Because I knew I never would have gone there.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I know. I didn't want to go there.
Yeah.
Lorne,
Oh, fuck.
this is disturbing
Fucking-
because you've done all of these mental gymnastics to do the same thing. To say, you know, I didn't want to do it and I wasn't going to do anything. And it's disturbing when you don't take responsibility.
Yeah, I take responsibility. But I'm not going to tell you that I had to go fucking there so when I know the person that I am.
Lorne, okay.
And you being with me for fucking long, you know the person that I am.
Lorne, you said that you know the person that you are, but I'm going to tell you this. If I came home and you had your dick down my 12-year-old's throat, I would not
Oh my
say,
God, why would you say that?
I would
Yeah,
not
I
say,
wonder
well,
why.
what kind of person are you? What kind of person are you? Honey, take your dick out of my child. You know, are you nice? Did you have fun growing up? Like, what? No, are you crazy? Lord, you are choosing not to see the big picture here, and this is scary, and this is dangerous. This
Yeah.
is dangerous.
What's dangerous?
Lorne.
Well,
Why didn't Mama Dale come home when fucking my dick was down Richard's throat?
what the fuck
Lorne,
are
okay,
you talking
you know what?
about?
You can say that, and whatever someone did was wrong, and you know, and your two ages at
I
the
know
time
what you're saying.
of that
That's not what I
combined
meant.
is still younger than you were. Okay,
That's not what I meant.
Then why'd you say it?
Lorne.
No, what my brothers?
Lorne. We're not going to go there because we're not talking about them. I'm not talking to them. If I were talking to them, I'd have.
I gotta say, it's not what's the right word? It's not something just Lorne. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry. But it's so funny when when TCAT predators, or like if you watch like Predator posters like that, who like bring up that they were molested as a kid and that's why they're fucked up. It's like, so you were just gonna like let that cycle and do this to another kid when you like fully know how fucked up this is? It's just such a weird way of trying to like justify it or whatever.
Nothing to say to them. I'm talking to you. And I'm saying to you
Oh shit. Sorry, that got, I don't know what the hell happened
is
there.
that you are not taking responsibility.
Oh, I
You're
take
making it
responsibility.
everybody else's fault. It's this person's fault because you were on TV. Dateline shouldn't have gotten involved. You even said before that they should have done it for free.
I should have.
The fact of the matter is that it is a problem in this country with grown men thinking that it is okay to fuck children. What that show did was it showed parents what happens when you have a naive child, because like I said, they have every right to be naive. They're 12 years old. They shouldn't be walking down the street afraid that they're going to get a bullet in their head. Okay? They're 12 years old. They're naive. They're trusting. If you say that you like them, they're going to say, oh, okay, you know, I like you too. Yeah,
They're
you
gonna say,
wanna do better?
cool.
That's what they're going to say. They're young. They're kids. They don't know better.
There was another problem too. They were going after guys that was vulnerable.
Lorne, I mean, there's...
You messaged her.
Listen, I was in an adult chat room. I was not looking for a kid.
Lorne.
And a
We
little
went
cutie
into an
too.
adult chat room just to try to find somebody. And it was the same thing with Mike Patterson. He was going through a divorce. He was in an adult chat room. He wasn't looking for a kid.
Lorne.
Woof.
His a lot different than mine. He had to fucking drive 5 hours.
Lorne.
By the time you had plenty of time to think.
Okay.
You had 5 times the amount that I had.
Okay. Why are you defending
Okay.
this man?
Lorne.
What is going on here?
Whether or not you're looking for a child, or whether or not you're an opportunist, and a child literally falls in your lap,
Literally?
and when you find out that they're
I don't want a child to fall in my lap.
you know what I mean?
never wanted that.
Figuratively, Lorne. Figuratively. The fact of the matter is that you're an adult. And you're not taking responsibility.
I take responsibility for what I did wrong.
Lorne, taking
And I'm
responsibility.
not going to take responsibility for what other people.
Has he taken responsibility once? Hey, Blinken, hope you're doing well. Tonight? I mean, seriously, what, other than saying, I know it was wrong, and then explaining, and then giving like 5 excuses as to why it wasn't wrong, where has he taken any responsibility tonight?
People did wrong.
Lorne, nobody else did anything wrong in that whole thing except the guys who were called on that show.
True.
No. That's where I disagree. You don't go out looking for vulnerable people.
Who
Lorne,
looked...
they did not go out looking. They did not go into a child's chat room. Or, I'm sorry, they did not, no, they went into an adult chat room. They did not go into an adult chat room and say, hey, come over to my house and have sex with me right now. Or I'm coming to you. They didn't do that.
They didn't go into a prosecutor's land either with a SWAT team.
Oh my God.
What about a SWAT team?
But they didn't go into a prosecutor's land either with a SWAT team.
Who cares?
Lorne.
Yeah,
They went
did. I was
into-
being sarcastic.
They bring... Oh, were you... So you're like, they can't bring a SWAT team to like a suspected drug den? Like what's the point? What's even the point of this quote unquote argument?
Lorne, okay,
Yeah,
regardless,
they did.
Okay, regardless of what a SWAT team did, they went into...
That was a show before mine.
And
Anyway, regardless of a SWAT team, they went into a chat room as a child, and they did not reach out. They always waited for people to reach out to them. And then they told their age.
yeah, well,
I'm 12, I'm 13, I'm 14. And that's when anybody says, okay, you know what? Have a great day. I hope you have a good life. Bye-bye. But that's not what you and many others did.
They kept on.
Lorne,
I read more than just my conversation on that shit.
who cares?
They kept pressing. Mike Patterson, he continuously told them no. And she continuously pressured him.
I don't know if I believe. I don't think
Lord.
that's true.
They're
They
not
were talking
like
to
you
you.
seem to think that they are.
but see, here's what I'm seeing, though, okay? Here's what I'm seeing. All of
I
that...
cannot wait to show you in person the information that I have.
Lorne,
Yeah.
nothing that you say, nothing that you show me is going to change my mind about this. There's nothing. Because when I see that a grown adult has exposed themselves to a child, that's all that I see. I see that
True.
a grown adult, within 2 hours of talking to her, I think it was, when I looked at your thing, you had exposed yourself.
We're going to go back to everything that I fucking did wrong.
But Lorne,
You
10
brought it
years
up.
later. 10 years later. I cannot, even with my fucking girlfriend, I cannot outlive this shit.
Lorne, it's not about outliving it. It is about taking responsibility. All you
I
have to
take responsibility for it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I take responsibility for what I did wrong. But I'm not going to take responsibility for what they fucking did when they talked me into fucking going there. Just saying yes. Well, I was fucking vulnerable. Of course, I'm going to fucking just continue along.
And you don't think a
I didn't
12-year-old
want to fucking go there.
and you
Because I
don't think,
knew I didn't want to go there. I'm not going to have people tell me that I'm a fucking bad person all my life. But I know I didn't want to go there. I'm not a fucking bad person, and I know I didn't want to go there. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a nice person. But no. NBC had to fucking push it. Put that fucking girl right up there and make sure she was right there with somebody for me to talk to.
And you don't think a
I
12-year-old...
had no money to fucking give a shit.
So like, did he just he just like told on himself there, right? Like just by sorry, he said NBC wrong. This perverted justice, but NBC set him up just by putting the girl there. So sorry, I know I'm all over the place. It's getting late, but he's telling on himself, right? Like just the fact that there was a underage girl in the same chat room as him. That's all they had to do to quote unquote set him up, because he is such a sick individual that he would message her. Maybe that's, I don't know if that's probably like a Freudian slip by him, because that's not what he's trying to say. But that is what he is saying, right?
About me at the fucking time. Nobody gave a fuck at all except my money. Fucking, how do you figure that? The fucking whole world is built around fucking people caring about money.
Lorne, and you don't think a 12-year-old girl is vulnerable? I mean, what? Like, you keep saying this about money. Is that about
I care
money?
about fucking kids. Now I can't even help them out. I can't do anything to help fucking kids out because of that show. It's
Lorne.
not donating money to fucking St. Jude. I get criticized for it.
I don't think...
Fucking stupid world. I'm fucking tired of stupid shit.
First of all, I don't think that you would get criticized for sending money to St. Jude. But first,
Bullshit.
Lorne, don't worry about St.
Bullshit.
Jude.
I tried to fucking donate money to St. Jude's already.
Okay,
I
Lorne.
told a fucking friend about it. He told somebody else. I got a fucking letter in the mail that I didn't tell you about because I was ashamed of it.
Okay, Lorne.
That's a pedophile going to donate money to fucking somebody so he's trying to rape someone or rape a kid.
Okay, Lorne, aside from
I
donating
hope that
money to
is
St.
true.
Jude,
Jesus.
Just worry about your bills and paying off your truck and everything like that. Don't worry about donating money to
I
St.
thought
Jude.
joining the fucking bankruptcy.
Okay, look, don't worry about donating to St. Jude. Lorne, had you ever donated to St. Jude's before this thing?
Yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway.
The whole time I was in the Air Force, I donated St. Jude.
Okay. Anyway, as I
All
was
the
saying,
other fucking child things.
Lorne, it is not about helping kids, doing things for kids. It's not about any of that. It's not an all or nothing thing. It's not an either I'm harming kids or I'm donating to them kind of thing. There's a middle ground where you don't harm them and you don't even have to donate to them.
I was so bad, I was coach of a mini-mite team when I was in the Air Force.
Wow.
That makes me a bad fucking person.
Lorne, when you, Lorne,
Oh my God.
Lorne, when you go online and have talks like that with kids and then you show up with condoms, have sex with them, I mean, they're not going to look at, are you a nice person?
I'm a nice person.
They're not going to look at that.
Yeah.
No, NBC's NBC's not gonna fucking look at that shit.
Oh my
NBC
God.
only cares about fucking ratings.
There were people on that show who were ministers. There were people in that show who were teachers. There were people in that show. There was one guy on that show who was a church. He ran a youth group at a church. There were
Fruit juice. Yes, that is. Yeah, no, I 100% agree with that statement. And he was quote unquote smart enough because, telling her to delete her archives and that one phone call where he's like, when he's like deadly serious, we gotta be like really careful with this. Like he knew what he was doing.
people on that show who taught kindergarten. I mean, there were all, and then you had engineers, you had pediatricians. I mean, there were all sorts of people on that show. And you know what? When you have a pediatrician on that show, all the lives that he has saved, none of that, or possibly saved, it's like none of that matters. All of that goes away. Why?
True.
Because here he is, he's caught trying to have sex with a child, and all of his other motives are questioned. It's kind of like in Maryland a couple of years ago, there was this...
Water buffalo. Yeah, I agree 100%. I think I was trying to make that point earlier, but I didn't articulate it well. If you were abused and it did mess you up, which, you know, maybe to Lorne it did, but the fact that you are willing to do that to another kid, I think does make it worse, because you know what hell that you are that you're going to give them for probably the rest of their life.
Big case that blew open with this gynecologist, with this male gynecologist doctor who was using his pen. He had a camera on the end of his pen, and he was filming women's private parts.
Sure.
Okay, you know what? Nothing that he did up until that day matters right now. The only thing that matters, and when people hear his name, all they think about is the fact that he violated women. And when you do something like that, when you try to rape a kid, or when you do rape a kid, anything that you did before that, whether you donated to St. Jude's, whether you took a poor kid to Six Flags, whether you bought shoes for the kids of the single mother next door, all of that goes away. Why? Because your motives are questioned. That's thing one. And because even bigger than all of that is the fact that you tried to harm a child.
If this 10 years later and I'm going through this with my girlfriend.
Oh my God.
But Lorne, look at me. Listen to me. I
wish I could look at you.
Okay,
I'd be in fucking heaven if I could fucking look at you.
I
I don't even have a fucking picture of you right now.
Oh my God, shut
I am
up.
not judging you for the things that you did. I am disturbed by the fact that you don't take responsibility. That's what I'm disturbed.
I'm disturbed at the fact that my fucking family fucked me the way they did. They brought my head around the way that they did. They sell a fucking house that I had over $60,000 into. Sold it for $8,000 just so that I could get the fuck away from them. I'm disturbed at that shit.
Okay.
What the
Lorne.
fuck are
You don't
talking
understand
about?
that? If you
Lorne,
work for what they fucking did because of the fucking stain they had in my life,
Remember, he takes responsibility,
my
though.
life
He doesn't
would
blame
not have been
others.
fucked up if they could get their hands in their own goddamn pockets.
Okay. But here's the thing, though.
I tried to be fucking nice to them.
If I'm a
fucking get everything that you can fucking get out of me. That
Hey.
fucking piece of shit.
But here's the thing. If I'm an 11-year-old or 12-year-old worried about whether or not I need to take a pregnancy test because I just had sex with an older guy, I'm not going to be worried about the house that he left behind or anything like that. Those kinds of things are very
I
tiny.
know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
But Lord, you keep blaming others, and I'm trying to help.
All right, so that ends Lorne and Ramona Part 3. And unfortunately, I believe that is going to end my time with you guys tonight. Yeah, I had fun. Yeah, it was good. Like I said, it was good streaming again. It's been a while. Yeah, hopefully I'll be back sometime this weekend. I have a 3-day weekend, so I don't know. We'll see. I haven't talked to Callie yet. Maybe we're going to be streaming Friday night. But yeah, again, we'll see. Appreciate everyone who stopped by and hung out with me tonight. I think there's at least 2 more parts in this little series. So maybe next time we'll knock those out. But yeah, so everyone have a great rest of your night. Jillian Moss, hello. I don't know if I saw you type before now, but if I did, sorry, but I hope you're doing well. Yeah, everyone have a great rest of your day, night, whatever it is for you. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you guys, like I said, hopefully soon. Sorry, I'm vamping as I'm trying to find something on Spotify to play. But yeah, everyone have a good night. Talk to you guys later.
Are you gonna take me home tonight? Oh, down beside that red firelight. Oh, you gonna let it all hang out? Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. bitch.